We have Sleepy Hallowtips inside of the studio right now, giving you a taste of the music of the young man before we start our interview.
Place for change, I'm still. Them say we're gone by the morning, can't go good the evening, no. So many youths dying, and so many mother grieving, yeah. The economy rising, we don't have nothing to believe in, no. The people them smiling, but looks are deceiving, yeah. Cause even when them are dead inside, them still a look fearless, yeah. And even though we get harder to survive, bigger heads coulda careless, yeah. They get the youths, them a act out, cause you know see them under peer stress, yeah. When everything raise up, cause of living on the dearest. This is a word to the wise, keep your head held high. You know for make nobody see you cry. The pain inside can't stop you from trying.
Want to welcome inside of our studios Sleepy Hallowtips. Greetings.
Yeah man, greetings. It's such a pleasure for there, you know, the prestigious, legendary Irie FM. Miss Elise Kelly, is really an honor just for there in your presence.
Thank you very much, my love.
Yeah, man.
You know, you're a young man, right? And we're going to be talking to you a lot about representing the mind, the thoughts of young people generally, and particularly a young artist, right? Because from the first song that you gave me, you gave me one with bleep out. And right?
Yeah.
And even the bleep, you see the bleep?
Yeah.
It was a constructive bleep.
Yeah, man.
And like a careless bleep.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I get the feeling from you that you're a very serious young man.
Yeah, man.
So let us start from the beginning. Where are you from originally?
Alright, well, you don't know Sleepy Hallowtips is the Kencat representative. Big up the whole of Kencat. Big up Lindus Crescent. First, and you don't know, currently we're on South Road in Kencat. Big up Jamestown. Big up Jungle too, cause you don't know Jungle right there, so we have Russell Road and them place there. You know, big up Roses and all of them place there. You see me? As a youth, we did there abroad for a little bit, we did there in New York. But you don't know where the Kencat representer. You see it, so big up the whole of Kencat, big up the whole of Jungle. Like you said with the bleep out, I do hardcore music.
Right.
Originally.
Right.
I still do that, but I'm just a real person, so whatever I feel like portraying through music, I do. So I cover the whole spectrum. I cover anything I see. So it's not just hardcore, it's also tunes like Word to the Wise, the new single we have now, which is The Forgottens.
Alright, let me ask you this though. The Word to the Wise is it's streety, but you wouldn't call it hardcore.
Yeah, like when we say hardcore, it's just because I remember when I said the bleep out something.
Okay.
Like, yeah, originally they would know me for that, you know, because we have the tune From a Place, which was my first real breakout in 2008. You know, that gave me a lot of recognition. I was nominated for like awards and things. But that's how they originally knew me.
Right.
But right now, so the music I got, people are gravitate towards my tunes like Word to the Wise and like The Forgottens more. So it's just maybe it's the Father really I speak through me in a way where people are gravitate towards those type of tunes where me do. You know, but can I just give you the real, raw, uncut vision that I see. I don't really make anything else infiltrate my meditation. Me just give it to like.
I got that. All right. So I got that because how you were raised and what you saw, you got it raw.
Yeah, man.
So you have to keep it that way. But all right. So let us talk about Kencat and where originally you're from in that part of Kingston City. What was it like growing up there, and how did your growing up actually influence you now as a young man generally, and also as a young man in the music?
Well, differently, you just see a lot of the realness. You see a lot of, it's like bad news is just a thing where you become numb to. You know what I mean? Because really and truly, it coming like when funeral I keep or night I keep, it coming like someone almost a whole a joy, like, yeah man, funeral, I forgot to get my black suit and you understand? Like, and it's not just that part, it's just Jamaica upon a whole, Kingston City upon a whole too. It's like up to yesterday, me get a call from one of my brethren and a youth where we just did a drink with one night, drop out. You know, yesterday morning, him, you know, I don't even want to really say what happened still, but you don't know, violence still. And you know, just a few weeks ago, we was doing a Naya Bingi launch with Taurus Riley. I hear you playing the Taurus a lot, Shaka Zulu Pitney, and J.O.E, Evil, which is a young artist on the rhythm, passed the next, like, hours later after he just performed there.
I remember.
You know,
I remember Taurus was telling me about it. So it was the whole hour.
The whole away, and he was the last man that I talked to when I left. You know, one day we just hear a copper cat drop out, you know. And Kappa as a youth, we see in the streets all the while working towards his goal. Last year we see O'Neal drop out. So it's like, we just, everywhere we turn, it's like, cause even yesterday when my brother tell me about that, it's like, when him say, like him started and say, remember that youth that one night with that drink with and it's like, I already know him.
Oh my goodness me.
You understand?
It's like when Taurus called me about Liquor Joe. It's like him start off with a whole long thing and it's like me just sit down and I say, Lord of mercy, do not make him reach the last part. Because, alright, okay, in a time gone, you see, it was when people reached like my age or when people reached my parents' age that they would have so much friend a drop out. But how does it feel now for a young youth like you, where never start life yet, to be confronted by so much death?
Yeah, man, majority of them youth here, a young youth, Joe was 25, you know, all of them youth here are young. So it's like, you don't know, we there now in the music, we have a voice, we have our powers. You see, back in the days, we did have great leaders like Marcus Garvey. We did have like, you don't know, the Jamaica heroes like Paul Bogle and Sam Sharp. Abroad now you see man like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Nowadays we don't really see the youths looking towards speakers or people who gather the people. They look towards artists. So even though I might not be preachy like a Martin Luther King, you know, because when I ready me go to my party, them and Irie and, you know, have fun too. But at the same time, the youth them want to see a real youth where them can relate to, give them certain speech to. Because if them can't really relate to you, if you're just a preachy youth, you know, them nah, you nothing where because they don't identify with you.
Absolutely.
You understand? So me as an artist, you know.
Wait a second, before you go further.
Yeah, man.
What is a preachy youth? Just in case a preachy youth, I listen and know say I him.
Well, you don't know, the whole of we on earth are human beings said way. So even if you walk a super righteous path, you're a human being. There's a time when you're gonna fall. So if you present yourself to the public as that, as a perfect Ray, and you never got through Ray. You understand? People, it's hard for people really relate to you. They might just shove you another goody something there. You see it? And they say, yeah man, go on their thing. So when them see you as a youth, why, Jano, you know, say sleepy, the day I will do what they and Ray, you know. Them money, and them, me know them youth, they from when them youth, they are Ray, you see me? And Jano, you make that tune that I love to and Ray, that's why I'm on like all. Back in the days, it was Killa. You know, nowadays it's Kartel. Man like them money, when them money make some conscious tune, you know, the youth them will listen to them money more than, I don't want to call any artist name, but someone will just stick to that something there. The youth them, once them money where them really see as them, you know, make certain conscious tune, you know. The man them really have to give their ears differently. Not to say them not give them man their ears neither. You understand what I say?
So but what you really said that the youth them nowadays really prefer the message to come real.
Just real, man, just be yourself, man. Because me, although we do tunes like Word to the Wise, we did the one named Angels and Demons, where that one there is really where you really there push out for some. I love that too. And now we have the Forgotten. Even though we do tunes like that, me now go just pick up and say, you know, say we are just culture Ray, even though that's where the energy I go. Because me have to be myself.
Right.
You see me? So if tomorrow me do a song for the girl them or, you know, a song for the T.O.K them, it's just sleepy Hallowtips I get. It's not like me I try work off our r.i.p, work off our where the energy just I go. Even though we move with the energy, but you don't know. We just a be ourselves and we a be real. You see?
You see, in this tune that I just played a while ago that called Word to the Wise,
Yeah.
in the tune you make mention of the youth, them like yourself, who really just deal with party and them thing there, and them now were really a gone. And you even mentioned, about how the place are sell out and how, here Jamaica sell out, and enough of the youth them in your environment. Now really were gone, just parties. So what you have to say about that?
Maybe me just a different youth, but me pay attention to things like that. Sometimes my friend them, when me reason about certain things like that, them like we are talk about them something for, cause them not really depend that, cause them one party and them want look money and ray. Maybe me just a different youth, we pre them thing there. So when you're there around your peers and your sister, boy, them not really business about what going around them not business about history. You understand? All we're in front of them is just making money.
What do you think caused that? Because that is a serious statement,
Well, I just feel like it's the system, The system was set up for this track, And we are, even though we have a lot of people who broke that, like yourself and like Taros and like Basie in a T.O.K, which is the management to big him up. Is the majority will count. So even though 1 and 3 we broke it, you see it, if the majority there in the law something there, you see me, it really kind of fall by the wayside, cause them not the system just tell us go look money, go party, you turn on your TV at that's what you really are pre. You understand?
Alright, but you're a young man, and you're a young man with a certain amount of influence over your peers. In other words, you're not led by your peers.
Yeah.
I know you see yourself as a leader. And a lot of what you're saying, although the youth, they might not necessarily appreciate like you, don't they still respond? And if they do, where do you think you can go with that?
Well, it hard still because the youth, them, not stupid. Them know what I'm going. I just them most of them really feel like it's a lost cause. Like why even start before? Cause them say it's like the system done set them up in that. So them, but you don't know, we in a reggae month, we in a Black History month. So you have man like Marcus Garvey. Marcus said with confidence you win before you even start. So that's what the youth them need. The youth them need some confidence to know so them can win. Even though the system really put a negative thing upon that, because really and truly when you listen to some of them talk, them do have a point, because them feel like, boy, if me even go out there go try really then I go bad, so why start?
My goodness me. But that is a very, very serious thing, because if we're talking about a generation that sees stepping out and making something of themselves as a lost cause, where does that put this generation? Where does that put the whole of us?
Boy, well, we have a few no pre that way there we can't generalize, but you don't know the majority where at least in my circle and when me
well,
go.
We see that too. We see that
At least in my circle when me go, you see that a lot. So
yeah.
You don't know, it can change, really and truly it can change, but it's sticky how it gonna change, and you have to know say we need some new approach, we need some 21st century approach. We can't approach it like back in the days, a new decade now, 2000.
Meaning what?
Well, you don't know how our society is going, A lot of edgy things are happening now,
right.
And the edgy things where the generation before would say it's too edgy, now slowly but surely is becoming the norm for the younger generation. So it's a little gap between that. So now me as a youth, I would do some edgy things, it would be misread by the older generation. But that's what we really need to do to capture my generation. So then sometime the older generation will block you out because they must say, wait, that's too edgy. And stop that. And the youth, them done gone this already, and them it get worse. You understand? So it's like a little gap there still, but we not really put a damper or downplay the thing, because it can change. And you understand?
You're making some very, very serious points in a Sleepy, because we're talking about a standard that we want to set on radio, and we're talking about a commission like the Broadcasting Commission who are setting standards that apply to radio. Mm-hmm. And I have found the very same thing, because I have been on radio for many, many years, and I have found that what was just like what you say, a lot of what we are trying to protect young people from here here now is a way of life for young people. So where do we really draw the line as to what is now edgy? Or do we even move the line and put it somewhere else? Because the youth, them as you say, don't appreciate them thing the long time.
I want to tell you, in my opinion still, them will get lost, because at the end of the day, youth them like myself will stop turning to the powers we now work with and find other avenues to do it. There's the internet. There's other ways to get your things out there. Because the youth them will find it regardless whether the radio really work with it or not. The youth them are go for what they want to go for.
Right.
You understand? So
Right.
when a youth like me that so we just I go do my thing and contribute my life to uplifting or bettering things in my own little way, You understand? Me I go just do it with or without the help of who can help.
But doesn't that also go not just for music, but just life generally?
Yeah, man. A lot of things where we are talking about in music and our business, it's just the same things we're going in life generally. Yeah, man.
One of the reasons why I have invited you, is because I see the seriousness in you. Every time I book you, I see a seriousness in you. I see a militancy in you. And there's also brilliance in you. I don't know, big up thing because with all of this come responsibilities.
Yeah, man.
You see it?
I want to tell you, say, Mama Elise, I appreciate that because a lot of people in the business misread the militancy as, I don't know if it's bossy or hype, but it's not that. It's just a seriousness about my work and what me bring to the thing. Cause I don't do music for vanity or nothing like that. I do music out of love and dedicating my life to music. So who want to accept it and embrace it, do so. If you don't want to, Sleepy Hallowtip good said way. Me just I do my work. You understand? Yeah, man. Me just bad certainly terrible. You don't know Sleepy Hallowtips in the building. Jamaica with there. Are the legendary Miss Elise Kelly. You see it, me feel like a legend now, because I'm there, even though I'm a first time, I feel good now, you see it.
I'm very hopeful about people like you. I'm hopeful about artists like you because of the way you write, the way you project yourself. All right, let us talk about even this new tune that you give me here now, where you talk about the poor people, them thing, all right?
Yeah, man.
You're talking from real experience. Is there anything, we're in a Black History Month, we're in a Reggae Month, and this is your turn now, because we are saying, the youth them we are saying, this is your turn now to tell us about how you feel about poverty, about blackness, about these things.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm very proud of my blackness, even though I'm a brown man still. You see me?
Yeah, know what you mean.
Even though I'm a brown man, you see it, but I'm very proud of it. You understand? And Black History Month, we have to big up the greats. Reggae Month, we have to big up the greats. We don't talk about some of the Black History heroes. We big up Sugar Minott, who just passed, R.I.P. Gregory Isaac, who just passed, R.I.P. One of my favorite artists, them are Dennis Brown. You see it? Big up all of the legend and Bob Marley, of course. You understand? Really and truly, poverty now is a thing where we just look past in Jamaica, because you don't know, we have to go to work and we hustle and bustle and rare. And a lot of times we don't even realize it right there in front of our face, because as I said before, we get numb to the things. When you're so much exposed to something, you get numb to it.
Yeah.
So like we just shot the video, it premiered yesterday for the first time, and they were saying, whoa, it really touched them, how the people them looking there and where we find these people. And it's like me, I say, it's not hard. It's not hard than at all. We just go out there like a regular day and find them.
Right.
You understand? They're in front of we eyes every day, but sometimes we just start to look past it. You see it through we just say used to it. We just see past it now. You know,
I almost forgot Cashpot because I hold this conversation interesting, but there's something that we need to come to. And a while ago, we spoke about Black history, right? And you said to me, yes, you're celebrating Black history, although you're a brown man, but you're a black man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and
man.
it goes, it begs the question now, how do young people see their blackness? Because I am talking about blackness, right? And you mentioned you're a brown man. And then we see young people are bleach. So we need to find out now after Cashpot, because you know, so this is going to take some time. You go and think about it. It really leads me to ask, how do young people see blackness? You see what I said to you? So we're going to take a break. We're soon forward.
Yeah, man.
And we still live it up.